Can you all hear me in the back? Yeah? Guys, stop networking. Listen, we're here. Did you guys enjoy the first day of the convention? Yes. What did you guys think about that Hispanic Shark Tank? Right? Very, very proud. Today was a phenomenal day. I want to thank our board of directors for the phenomenal work that they've done. Our staff, Juan Garcia, Laura, Alex, you guys are absolutely amazing. The Hispanic Shark Tank idea came from Juan Garcia, our deputy director, and this year was probably one of the most successful Hispanic Shark Tanks that we've ever seen. Okay, our sharks were engaged, they were dynamic, our entrepreneurs were absolutely amazing, and I am personally very, very proud of the awardee for the Hispanic Shark Tank, which was Remy Moraz and her team from Me Time Network. Big applause, big applause. Her team with Liz and everybody. I'm a little partial because Remy is my sister from another mother from San Diego, and then she did a phenomenal job. If you guys weren't able to be there, look it up online. We'll have it on video and everything like that. Again, my name is Albert Clark Castañeda. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm the Southern Regional Director for the CHCC, and I was the Millennial Innovation Chair for today. So a lot of this was a lot of work, a lot of hard work with our staff. The ideas, the amount of people that came to support us today was phenomenal. So I'm very, very excited that this was a successful day. The Marketing Millennial panel was amazing. We had conversations about how to engage with millennials. We had a conversation on drought. We had a conversation on energy. We were talking about issues that our community needs to talk about. So innovation is here. I want to introduce the man that got the convention to Riverside. First time ever for the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce. Our chair, the man, Mr. Frank Montes.
Hey, everyone, I'm so excited to be here. Not only because this is a new day for this organization. This organization is transforming itself. It is evolving. With the help of all of you, the help of our sponsors and the millennials. Somebody told me today, again, reminded me that I'm not a millennial, but in my heart I am. So that's good enough. But I'm going to keep this short because if not, I'll get in trouble. And I'm sorry, I have to catch up. I wasn't here today. I want to introduce a dear friend of mine and a dear friend to the Latino community. Dear friend to Riverside County and the whole state, someone that champions the cause for small businesses in Sacramento, that's Senator Mike Morrell. Senator?
Oh, see? I can do it.
Thank you. How are you guys tonight? Are you glad to be here? Well, let me tell you, I'm glad to be out of Sacramento and here where people are normal. So thank you for allowing me through the door, and I appreciate Frank. We've been friends for a long time, and I appreciate him allowing me to say a few words. I was in business prior to running for the state senate. I had owned two corporations. One was a real estate company and one was a lending company. And you know, I grew up in the business of went to a lot of motivational seminars, and they say things like nothing can stop you. And I just want you to know, nothing can stop you except for a bad government that overregulates and overtaxes. So, yeah, so what we have to do is we have to make sure we're involved and we exercise our civic responsibility vigorously. And remember, we're the first nation to be governed by consent. So we choose the leaders we want to represent our interests. So we want to make sure we choose those people that are going to be pro-business, and they're going to rank the citizen over the state, and they're going to work hard to make sure that government is our servant and not our master. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Amen. And then the last thing, the reason why this is so good is, you know, there's a verse in Proverbs that says, iron sharpens iron like one person sharpens another. So whenever you hang around sharp people like mine, it'll rub off on you. And conventions like this is a good place to meet contacts, to PR, and to rub shoulders with people that you can learn from, but also who you may be able to benefit with as you see your businesses grow. So thank you for allowing me a few minutes, and God bless you all, and I hope you have a wonderful convention. Thank you guys very much.
Senator, one more picture with you guys, please.
I'm not gonna be able to do that again. You know that.
I know. First, 1, 2, 3. Got it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, guys. All right, so now I'm going to, a special introduction. One of the hardest working regional chairs I have ever met. Somebody that I've followed, she's mentored, she's helped me. A very hard working board member. The Inland Empire Regional Chair, Miss Juanita Ruiz.
Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to the Inland Empire. It's been a long time since this region has asked for this convention with this state organization, and I am so proud that all of you could be here, for those that have traveled far. And it's kind of bittersweet for me because I'm the only one leaving the board on Friday, but I'm passing on the baton to two great leaders, Maria Urena, and also our gentleman over here that's coming in. I want you to step up over here. I want the both of you to come over here so they can see the face already. Come on. Miguel. Maria is going to be the new chair of the Inland Empire, and Miguel is going to be a director. Bravo. So they are the new leaders here in our region, and I didn't want to leave them out. And I hope everybody had a great time. Is everybody having a good time here today? Great. Now, I do also want to mention to you that this convention is your convention. This convention is for you to get out, network, learn, go to the educational tracks. All of you, whether you're in business or not, you know, we have a lot of great speakers and panels. And tomorrow's another fun day. It's Empresaria Day, Latina Day, and then every day we have something special for you. So at this time, I am going to introduce one of our sponsors, Mr. Trent Anderson from Frontier Communications.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. I guess I'm between a little dinner, some more beverage, and dancing, right, Albert?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm the Senior Vice President for Southern California, and on behalf of Frontier, I want to thank the California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, fellow sponsors, and most of all of you. It's been a great day. This is the only day that I could attend, but between the Shark Tank and all the other activities, it was a fantastic day. We've already given thanks to Juan and the board, as well as Frank, but I'd like to wish them another round because they've done a fantastic job with this. It's an honor to be here and celebrate the contributions of Hispanic entrepreneurs as we together support Latino businesses. We might be new to Southern California, but you should know that Frontier's history is rooted deeply in respect and positive working relationships as we serve our communities together with our partners and neighbors. Our experience shows that strong businesses create stronger community and opportunities, and that's why I'm so excited to be here amongst all of you. Frontier has over 6,000 employees in Washington, Oregon, but mostly down here in California. We know that employee diversity is critical to our success, and because we are in business to help customers and keep communities connected to what matters to them most. And this means future opportunities for businesses and entrepreneurs like we saw today. We already know that generations of hardworking Latino-owned businesses play a vital role in moving our economy forward and strengthening our state with values of family and community. We also know that Hispanics are now the majority in California, with over 800,000 Hispanic-owned businesses, vital to the economy of California. We look to the community leaders for guidance, for partnership, and together we are effectively making a difference. So, while we may be new to Southern California, we are good neighbors in the communities we serve in 29 other states. Good neighbors support each other. Community partners work together, and that spirit will keep us all moving in the right direction. So please get to know us. We want to learn more about all of you, your businesses and your goals, which I learned quite a bit about that today. And we are here. So together we will succeed and our communities will prosper. So thank you, and let's get on with the program.
Frontier is an amazing company. You need to get to know them. Their president for the Western region, Melinda White, is amazing. Now I'd like to introduce the mayor of this wonderful city, Rusty Bailey.
Woo! I'm running from the other side of the city. We got a big city. We got a lot going on in this town, and you all are a part of it. So welcome. Welcome to Riverside. Some beautiful people out there. Very glad to be with you tonight. I know a lot of hard work has gone into bringing this event, and all of you and the honored guests to Riverside. I want to thank, of course, Frank Montez and Juan Garcia. Where'd they go? Board Chairman for the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce, Dina Esquivel, our Chairwoman of the Greater Riverside Hispanic Chamber. We sat around the table looking at each other. Can we make this happen? And yes, we can. We made it happen. That's right. That's right. We made it happen. So congratulations to everyone, including all you Riversiders who brought this to our fair city. Hopefully this will be the first of many gatherings in Riverside for your statewide network. Before we go any further, let me congratulate you on a great tagline. Anybody know it yet? It's not probably on your name tag in case you haven't read it. What is it? Innovation. Innovation starts where? Here. Well, did you know you're in the City of Arts and Innovation? All right. So you're in the right place at the right time. And I'm especially glad that we're talking about Hispanic millennials, Hispanials, because they are a huge part of not only Riverside and Southern California, but of the state. I did my research before coming tonight, and I am told that the average Riversider, I'm looking around, who's a Riversider out there? Raise your hand if you're a Riversider. Okay, there it is, the average Riversider, there she is. The average Riversider is a Hispanic woman in her 20s, right? 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 So as that woman goes, so goes Riverside, so goes Southern California, so goes the state of California. We need to invest in her so that she will be willing to invest in us. Los ojos brilla como estrella. Fellas, once you get those lines in, then you can go to the next conversation and talk about working capital and access to markets and international trade and the importance of strong marketing across all platforms. Seriously though, our actions as a city, as a state, will let her know whether Riverside, whether California is a place where she will want to buy a home, start a business, and raise her family. There's a lot at stake, not just for her, but also for us. Of roughly 75 million millennials in the United States, about 20% are Hispanic, which means about 15 million Hispanials are potential home buyers, entrepreneurs, investors, and executives. Many of you here tonight. So the question is, to you all, why Riverside? That's especially true of millennials because the research shows us that as a group, they are far more mobile and willing to change careers than any other generation before them. So the answer is Riverside, my hometown, values our diverse residents. You can see it in the 4 core values on the top of City Hall. We are diverse, we are inclusive, we are committed, and we are proud in Riverside. We are committed to business, and here's proof of that. Our area recently had the 3rd strongest job growth in the state, trailing only San Francisco and San Jose. Is Riverside in good company? Yes, it is. Consumer spending, home sales, home prices, job quality, wages, all of them are on the upswing in a city, Riverside, that is roughly the same size as Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Cincinnati. What do we all have in common, or what do they have in common that we don't have? A professional sports team, although St. Louis lost one recently to the LA Rams, and the LA Ram fans in the house. So we saw in our most recent quality of life survey in Riverside, when 84% of people said Riverside, 84% surveyed said Riverside is a good place to own and operate a business. That was an 8% jump from our previous survey. 85% of the people surveyed responded that they believe they can reach their goals in Riverside, and there's a good reason for that. More than 100 new small businesses open each month in our city, creating jobs for our residents and our 50,000 college students, 10,000 graduates a year here in Riverside. So, in conclusion, I encourage you all to explore our community while you're in town. Come down and see me at City Hall on the 7th floor. My office is open to you. I know you will find Riverside, this convention center, very warm and receptive host. I want to thank you again for having me. Thank you for choosing Riverside. May God bless you all. May God continue to bless this great city of Riverside.
Listen, I'm a San Diego guy, right? Mayor Bailey has much more flavor than Mayor Faulkner. I just got to tell you. All right? I didn't know that Riverside had a Latino mayor. Mayor Bailey's got game. I mean, that pronunciation was absolutely wonderful. Now, I'd like to introduce a very special woman. Okay, one of the reasons that the convention is here, right, is because of the support of the local chamber. Now remember, this convention goes on every year, and every year we select a region, and each region participates, and we acknowledge all regions throughout the convention. But the Greater Riverside Hispanic Chamber of Commerce has been a phenomenal partner in getting this convention here. And a lot of that is due to the leadership of this beautiful Latina millennial, Ms. Dina Esquivel.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dina Esquivel. I'm the chairwoman for the Greater Riverside Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. It's an honor to have all of you here visiting Riverside. I am so excited to see so many faces here, and it's really exciting for me. Having the convention here is very special to me. You guys don't know everything that goes behind the scenes, but even when the RFP came out, we didn't know if we were going to be able to have this convention here. I had numerous conversations with Julie Verduzco, representing the convention center, with the mayor. How are we going to make this happen? Generally, in order to book the convention center, we need like 2 years in advance, and we're like, how are we going to make this happen? But you know what? The impossible became possible, and I'm so happy and so glad that Frank Montes and everybody from Laura and Juan and Alex, they saw the vision and they supported us. And I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our board. Without our board, we couldn't do anything. Everything that we do is voluntary, so everything that we do is from our heart. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. And thanks for all of you who supported us throughout. Thank you for all of you who are coming from different areas that are here visiting us. We really appreciate all of you. So I also want to acknowledge Ramon Alvarez. He's one of the people that called me up first and said, you know what, we're going to sponsor you. And so thank you, Ramon, for being one of our sponsors as well. And so really excited to be here. And so just so you guys know, I've been involved with the Greater Riverside Hispanic Chamber of Commerce for over 15 years, on and off. This is the 4th term that I'm serving as the chairwoman. And I'm really excited to where our chamber is going and what we're going to be doing. I'm also a small business owner. My agency is a PHP agency, and so I understand, everything that goes on with small business owners and the struggles, the sacrifices that they make in order to get to where they need to be, so they don't have to do the 9 to 5 or the clock in and clock out. So I understand, but these small business owners are also small business owners who provide jobs for everybody else. So I applaud. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a small business owner, I applaud you. So great job, everybody. And with that being said, I want you to enjoy the conference, enjoy the convention, meet new people, and do business together, because that's what we do, business together. And so I'm going to introduce, I have the honor of introducing the next person who's going to come up. And I've known this gentleman for a few years, and he's always been somebody who has supported us as well. And so he is part of the chambers, he's part of the vision, he's part of everything that we do. So I'm very honored to introduce Clemente. Can we have you come up here, please? Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, we need more energy. Good evening. Good evening, Riverside. Thank you for having us here. My name is Clemente Gonzalez. I'm the Regional Director for Community Relations and Urban Marketing at Aetna. And it is a pleasure to be here, not just representing Aetna, but also I'm here also representing the Orange County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, where I serve as your chairman. So let's give it up for, how many people from the Orange County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce are here? I brought everybody. So make sure that you come and visit our booth at the expo for a chance to win a Magic Johnson jerseys, autographed jersey. But before you leave tonight, make sure you put in your drop off your business card here on the ball for a chance to win a bicycle. And let's make sure that we work together. Let's make sure that, as people said before, let's make sure that we network. Let's make sure that you meet people that you haven't met. Let's make sure you try to do business with people you haven't done business with. Have a great conference, have a great convention, and we'll see you around. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for Clemente, por favor. And I want to take the opportunity to really thank all of our sponsors that are here today. It is because of you that we're here and we're able to serve. So we appreciate all of your support. I also would like to get a shout out for the regions. Who's here from the northern region? Let me hear you. Who's here from the southern region? Now who's here from the IE? Nice. Who's here from the central region? Awesome. I love it. I love it. So you can see it's a great representation of all of the regions. That's okay. You belong to all of them. One of the things that I'd like to introduce you to somebody that I admire, and I would love to have her energy because she is an amazing woman. I've basically just now deemed her as La Madrina de the CAPS program, okay? For those of you that don't know or haven't seen, we have some amazing students here from all over the country. These are California-raised Latinos that are out there in college becoming professionals. So make sure, where are my caps at? Where are my caps at? All right, make sure that you take the opportunity and you meet these young people, and if you can give them a job because they gotta pay loans, all right? But now, with no further ado, I would love to introduce Miss Bernadette Medrano, La Madrina de CAPS.
Okay, I'm a little shorter than he is. Whoa. Okay. I broke it. What can I tell you? All right. This is a really special night for me tonight because I get the opportunity of celebrating the Millennial of the Year Award and presenting to you the Millennial of the Year Award. This young man is a CAPS alumni, class of 2013. Omar Arcadia, I'm very, very proud to announce that he, as a result of what he does with his family-owned business, an entrepreneurial business, he's helping in the family business, taking it to the next level. It's an amazing opportunity to see a CAP go through the program. He had all the skills he needed to be successful, and it was an honor to be able just to maybe dust off a little bit because he already had it. Omar was selected by the Stanford Entrepreneur Leadership Program this year. And this is a highly immersive program that provides business owners the education, network, mentorship, and access to capital resources to grow their business. This was the first time they did it this year, and Omar was part of that initial class. I can tell you that when he's not working, he's traveling, and when he's not traveling, he's catching baseball. But without further ado, I would really like to present to you, okay, are you ready, Omar? My favorite cat. Now, am I supposed to hand you something?
Assuming. Look for it. My name.
Okay. You want to say a couple words to your parents?
Sure. Okay. Oh, photo. Picture.
You know I'm going to see the next person and tell them they're my favorite, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's okay. Congratulations, Omar. Thank you.
Okay. Now come over here and say something.
Okay. I want to thank everybody, especially Ms. Medrano. I want to thank my parents, mis papás que están aquí. Gracias por todo lo que hacen por mí. Gracias por todo lo que hacen por toda la comunidad. A toda la gente aquí, hay que seguir avanzando los latinos y muchas gracias. Thank you.
Felicidades, Omar. Y lo dijo en español, para que después no se queje. Good job, parents, for teaching him Spanish. Great job. I do the same with mine. They better speak Spanish because they have to speak to half of the family in Panama, right? So they have to be bilingual. We're getting to the close. I know that you guys are all antsy. Quieren echar un bailoteo. I get it. But we have a couple of more awards that we'd like to announce, and I'm really excited about this year's Shark Tank. This year's Shark Tank was absolutely amazing, and our sharks were awesome, okay? Our sharks were really awesome. And one of the things, somebody made a comment that all of our sharks were male this year. And I said, okay, I got it, but guess what? Tomorrow is Latina Empresaria Day. So you got all the Latinas, right? So, and again, every day is different. Every day is more energetic. Tomorrow is our Latina Empresaria Day. On Friday, we're all about small business. But here, we're here about innovation. So, I'd like to introduce the recipient of the Hispanic Innovation of the Year, Mr. No me dijeron el nombre, pero ¿cuál era?
Camino Financial.
No, I know Camino Financial, pero tu nombre.
Sean and Kenny Salas.
What's that?
Sean and Kenny Salas.
Sean and Kelly Salas. Gracias. Thank you. Come on up. From El Camino Financial. Sorry about that, guys.
Kenny, not Kelly.
Kenny, sorry, son gemelos. Le dije Kelly, pero no es Kenny. Pero discúlpame, tú sabes. No me pusieron el nombre del reporte. Your mic.
Thank you very much that was an amazing opportunity to refer to my brother as Kelly, so that's awesome. Very briefly, we only have 2 minutes, so I'll keep this very brief. For all the entrepreneurs and millennials in the room, I just want to draw one thing to your attention. Where were we 2 years ago? 2 years ago, Yvette and I were taking phone calls for clients under our respective desks. She was working at USC and I was completing my business degree at Harvard Business School. And we were like under our desk taking calls and trying to hunt for our first client. I remember when I got the first call from my first client. And my client, on my way to New York to visit my wife, who lives there, by the way, called me and said, I want to take a meeting. And guess what I did? I said yes. Right when I got to New York, I asked my wife for forgiveness and booked a return trip back. And we funded our first loan for $120,000. And then, very shortly after, I brought my first partner on board, who's my twin brother. And it's been an amazing journey to share with him.
So why do we go through this struggle, right? We do it because we're pursuing a passion. The reality is when you're an entrepreneur, when you're trying to innovate, it's more struggles than thriving, especially in those first 2 years of business. But I do it because Leah Kurtz needed a loan, and she couldn't fit empanadas in a refrigerator, but nobody wanted to give her a loan, right? I did it because Marcos had to use his credit card to fund his business, and now he's growing at 12 million, yet couldn't get a loan. Or Gabriel, who has a great product, is making $10 million in revenue, yet doesn't have enough collateral to get a loan. In the end of the day, what allows us to strive and continue with the struggle is because we want to help people. And we wouldn't have never...
Is a phenomenal guy, the founder of Dream Funded and the recipient of this year's Hispanic Shark of the Year, Mr. Manny Fernandez.
You guys should record this because about 20 years from now you'll be listening to this video on YouTube. Maybe your kids. You know, when I came to Silicon Valley, some people doubted that I was investing in companies. And I said, why? And they said, well, look at the numbers. I said, what do you mean the numbers? So I started doing research. 3% of the people in companies were, that were employed in tech companies were black. 1% were Hispanics. Then I started to look at the funding numbers, and it was the same thing. So how can we be so dominant, but yet not CEOs of these startups? So I went to do a little change, not by picketing or. I just created a group called SF Angels, and an early investor in our group was a former partner, Ron Conway, invested early in Google and PayPal. And through that experience, we funded in excess of $50 million. But one of the things I found out when I was a Stanford Capital advisor, when I started talking to a board member, I asked him, why we're so dominant, how come Hispanics don't have more access to private capital? The key word is private, not a bank loan. And he said, well, other people are more organized. I was like, more organized? We're organized. We have Chamber of Commerce events. So, I looked back in history and figured out who was great at organizing people that was Hispanic. Anyone know the answer? Cesar Chavez. Cesar Chavez knew how to do it. So what I'm suggesting today, I want to announce that on Monday, DreamFunded.com became the first registered funding portal. What does that mean? That means FINRA and the SEC said we can allow everyday people to invest, but more importantly, entrepreneurs can raise their first $1 million through our platform from everyone. Is that exciting?
Yes.
This is debt, equity, or selling loans. I mean, getting a loan or selling equity. So what I'm saying to you guys, we invested in excess of over $1.2 million out of my money in it. And I'm saying this is what I'm bringing to you. It's for us to win on this now. Us coming together. We need to organize for capital. I've seen it. I've seen how it works. I have the knowledge. I need others that want to use it to raise money from their community. You're a small business owner that has no financials, want to start a business, use Dream Funded. Apply there. I'd love to interact with you. I'm going to come around, give me your business card so we can organize and put more money in our community. Is that fair?
Yes.
One last thing. Dream Funded is the first platform in all of the United States that's Latino founded. In addition to that, I'm the first investor on CNBC, Make Me a Millionaire investor, the first major Hispanic investor ever. And I hope that opened up doors for many other people. So thank you so very much. I'm Manny Fernandez, Dream Funded. Love you guys.
Mira ese boricua, right? I get asked a lot of times, oh, well, what are you? Just so you guys know, I'm Afro-Latino, right? Number one, and I'm Panameño, okay? So if you ever have if you're ever looking, I'm Panameño, okay? What do you think?
They'll be
Oh
good
my
to
God,
have it.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. right, guys, we're gonna get this party started, but first, I wanna do one thing. I'd like to invite all of our board members to come up. I need all of the board members to come up. I need Juan Garcia, I need Alex, I need Laura. I need the people that are putting this together to stand here, all of you together, and let's give them a big round of applause for some of the most hard-working people in this organization, okay? These people they do this because they want to, not because they have to. These are volunteers, people. Well, Juan gets paid. That's about it. And it's his birthday. And it was his birthday. 27 years old, guys. When we talk about millennials, our deputy director is showing what a millennial can do. Mr. Juan Garcia, our deputy director, our leader, Mr. Frank Montes, our vice chair, Bob Gutierrez, our chairman emeritus, Ken Macias, Veronica Corona, Dennis King, Steven Martinez, Jose Plasencia, Juanita Ruiz, Roberto Cortés, Maria Esquivel, right? Do I got everybody? Ureña. Ah, verdad que la hermana, okay. Bernadette Medano from the foundation, Sofia from the foundation, Gabby from the foundation, Dr. Judy Castro from the foundation. Bernadette, I got Bernadette. Oh, Brenna